All right, guys, I'm back with Nolan at the second site, and we're about 40 yards from James and his dog, and I'm going to have him explain what we are doing and why.
So we made it down to our second site. I finished up on the river. Right now we're at the 107 bridge. You can see, he'll show you the devastation here. There used to be a bridge right over there, and it's cut off completely. The water is coming just left, running down the river, and we are sending out the dog to, kind of show us what we're looking for, give us some hits, and we got a few at the other side as well, the old bridge over there. But what we're doing now is James, he's the dog handler. The dog listens to him, not us. And he right now is downwind from us, so what we need to do is we need to stay a little bit farther away from him. And so that way the dog can focus on the sense that she's getting over there and not, get too much of us getting her confused or distracted. And so he's down there with her right now. When he finishes up, he's going to call me in, and then I'm going to go down there, check out those spots that she's hit on, and we'll continue over there. If they are in large piles, we'll have to wait for some heavy machinery. But
tell them what stage the recovery is at as far as like high-end resources are needed. If it was easy, the people would be here. It's hard. Mm-hmm. So please, can you explain that?
Yeah. So, hey y'all, hold up right there.
Hold on, guys.
Hold up right there. So we are, you can see the damage. We would not be able to do this now without some of the tools that the Lord has provided us with. One of those main ones being a contact with a friend who is able to help us out with air support. And so what he's able to do is, and he's actually going to be here pretty soon, he's going to fly a chopper from here to where we first started, about 20 miles downriver. And what that chopper is going to do is it's going to have sonar and LiDAR coming down off it. And that'll give us some really good imaging that we can't see ourselves through the piles to try and locate the bodies in there. And so, you can see right there, it's very hard to get down there, and it would take a while to get heavy machinery to the point where it could get down there to go search through all those piles. But as far as like high-end, large-scale helper equipment, it is necessary. It is necessary to have these helicopters out here. Obviously they ain't free. It's necessary to have these helicopters out here giving us this information, and it was a huge blessing from the Lord that this was provided to us. It's also been a huge blessing from the Lord that we have had folks and volunteers and contacts out here. One of the main ones being Miss Angela over here. She has been a huge and necessary help to us out here. She's the reason that we're here, actually. She's the one that saw us at the gas station. And so we...
Do you want to say anything about why you're out here?
You ain't got to.
I mean, why you're putting yourself in danger and pushing yourself and supporting them? Do you know them? Are they your family?
The people we're looking for?
No. I mean...
They're my family. These guys are my family now.
He said that he's only here because of you.
Yeah.
So,
They're here out of the goodness of their heart. I've been in EMS for 30 years, and I've got some search and rescue experience. But Miss Kelly reached out to me, Kelly Cloyd. Steve Cloyd is her husband. And she said that they had been pretty much, some dog teams had backed out on them, and they needed help. So I put my daughter in the truck. We had a detective come from North Carolina, and they were supposed to meet us out there, and they didn't. And right before we got to the Crossways gas station, I actually started crying, and I don't cry. I just don't. And I was like, this is a 3-mile stretch, and it's a half a mile to a mile wide. There's no way. There's no way 4 of us we're gonna be able to find him. And I just glanced in my rearview mirror, and I saw a storm And I thought, well, that's a pretty dog. And then Laurel turned and she had search and rescue on her shirt. And I was like, hey, do you guys do search and rescue? And they're like, yes. We're here on a 4-day break from North Carolina. And I was like, I pretty much begged them. I'm not ashamed of it.
Yeah.
I was
To
like,
come out here?
yes. I was like, would you all please, can you run your dog for a few hours today and just give us a place to start? Because we can't. And they got the information and asked a bunch of questions.
How long ago was that?
Less than 2 weeks ago. I'll tell you what they did. He looked at me, he said, give us 15, 20 minutes, we'll meet you out there. And they kept their word.
Did he tell you that there's a helicopter coming out
He did.
today or tomorrow?
Yep,
Did he tell you what it's doing?
he did.
Why is that important?
That is important because this weekend we found a horse in a pile pile was about 20 feet high. The horse was 10 feet down. You couldn't even see it. I mean, that's why it's important, because the enormity of everything out here. It's too much for just the human eye.
There's thousands of piles out here,
Yeah.
thousands of huge piles, and that's just it's an amount of manpower that's just not possible.
Like thousands
so-
of people, thousands.
And so having these choppers out here, again, huge blessing from the Lord that came to us. It's just dropped in our lap through other folks that had the same heart that want to help out.
Angela, I want to ask you something. And if you can clear some stuff up and be honest and tell us what's going on. You were talking earlier about, your boots, something going on with your boots. Can you talk about what happened with your boots? And can you talk about what you think people should know that think that there's nothing happening here?
Oh. Well, come down here. Come down here and look if you think nothing's happening. We didn't get a lot of media attention out here, but it is enormous. Where there were tomato fields, 4 or 5 feet high sand dunes. I mean, they're sand dunes. It's like walking in the desert. As for the boots, they melted. The sole separated from the shoes. And we were on...
How did that happen?
Well, we were searching a debris pile, and within an hour, you lifted up your shoe, and the whole bottom... This is why I'm in tennis shoes. The whole bottom of my boots were just hanging there, like the glue had evaporated from them or something.
Were you the only one that happened to?
Nope. It happened to my daughter. She's over here, and it happened to another lady that was with us.
And what do you think it was?
Chemicals.
From what?
From whatever was upriver that ran downriver. I mean, I honestly don't. I'm not a chemist or anything, but I can tell you that when you get close enough to that water, it's got a rust color on the top of it with an oil film, and they're just not disclosing it.
What color did it used to be?
Clear.
Really?
Clear to green. Yeah.
It looks like my Galveston water in Texas.
No,
Have
this
you been
was.
to Texas?
I have not been to Texas.
You should come. I'll take you shark fishing.
Oh, sweet.
Land-based shark fishing, catch and
Heck
release.
yeah.
I love it.
Heck yeah. But no, this was, the Nolichucky is a beautiful river. Used to be a beautiful river. It still is, but...
What do you think about this SAR group?
I think they're awesome. Let me tell you, they have really good hearts. They have been out here busting their hind ends with me for 10, 11 days. 7 o'clock in the morning till basically it gets dark. They're willing to listen. They just want to help the family. It's not about ego. Do you know what I mean? A lot of these people, there's so many red tape and stuff. I never expected y'all to stay. I just thought you'd be here. He's like, let's take the day and let's look. And then the day turned into a week, and I couldn't be. You don't know what it means to us here because we haven't had this kind of help. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just
That's why
not
we're
been.
still here.
Yeah. No. I mean, we're missing. We found out it was one person, then it's 2 people, and then there's 22 people missing in Tennessee still. 22 people that we haven't found, and that's our friends and neighbors. I mean, I grew up here. I can't imagine.
Why hasn't there been help here?
Hasn't hit the news, I guess. I don't know. Government? I'll be honest with you, you want my personal opinion, or?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know where this is going, but my personal opinion is everybody thinks we're ignorant hillbillies that don't matter.
Well,
I mean,
do matter.
that's what I think. I mean, honestly. I honestly think that they're like, oh, well, rednecks.
So if there's people that want to come out here to volunteer to help, because obviously it is needed, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to get a hold of a point of contact. I'm not sure what the plan is, but we did have a big search and rescue this past weekend with volunteers. I'm not sure, but if we ever do that again, we need as many people as we can get, because we got about 5 miles to walk. And like I said, it's about half a mile to a mile wide, and if you walk in a line, we're bound to find something, hopefully. So just don't come down here and get on people's property and stuff. Find a church, find a point of contact, but come and help. There's a lot of places, houses that need to be mucked out. There's people that still will not come out of their haulers up here because they're afraid of losing their land. And
have you seen tent cities or people that were homeless, essentially families in this area?
Oh yeah.
Are they going to be okay through winter?
I hope so. We're working on it. We've got a lot of just regular people like me and church groups that are trying to get them what they need. We've had some donations from some amazing tiny home places. Campers have been donated. We're just trying to get everything we can to help them not be out here in the cold. But I do know that it is a problem still.
Do you guys have enough stuff, do you think, or could you use more?
Oh, no, they can use stuff here. A lot of the distribution centers are closing down.
Can you tell everyone where we're at?
Right now, we are at the Kinzer Bridge on Highway 107, Irwin Highway. If you go that way, you will be in Limestone and then Jonesboro. And this was all an island when the storm came through. You couldn't get here. So we were running, good friends of mine, Lisa Hartman, and a group from the church up here. They were running supplies over onto the island to help people. So we've been out here, I don't even know how many days it's been. Since the 36 hours after it happened, we were out here. And I've been out here almost every day.
How did you fare through the weather?
I have my house, have my family. I fared pretty good. We lost our business, and we lost a couple other personal belongings. It was nothing God can't replace.
Do you guys plan on staying here?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
This is home. This is my home. I was born and raised out here. I ain't going nowhere. I mean, these are my neighbors, This is why we're out here trying to help them. Because if it were me, they'd do the same thing.